Hey guys, so welcome to my first ever vocal tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to make the vocal effect from Look at the Sky. Obviously you have that high voice, the low voice, and I'm going to show you how the sort of use of vocal formants is exactly how you get that kind of female voice in the background. So before we start, please follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, maybe even SoundCloud. All the links will be in the description, as well as all the links to any of the programs I use today. So without further ado, here's how it sounds.
Is it fate? If it's not easy, it must not be. At that age, I cherish the flowers beneath my feet. But then something must have changed in me. I used to feel so light. Now I try. I just want time.
So that's how it sounds. What we'll do first is we'll get into the vocal chain. I'll show you exactly what I'm using to get that sound. So first things first is the actual vocal formanter. So this is Waves Vocal Bender, and as I say, it's a vocal formant that kind of produces that female voice. So if I turn it all the way up, you'll see how it sounds just on its own.
Is it fate? If it's not easy, it must not be.
And that's kind of the general idea of what that sounds like. Next thing we have is Waves Auto-Tune. So I have these both set at 0, and I've got the scale at F sharp major as well, just the same key of the song. Obviously, easy thing, it just keeps my voice in tune. I'm not the best singer in the world, so I need all the help I can get. Next thing up is we have the Fruity Reverb. This really is not doing all that much. I have this really low and the decay really low as well. Quite literally just to give it a bit of a nicer space. My room is not treated, so you can hear my entire background. You might be able to have like a slightly accurate guess at how big my room is, just because of how untreated it is. But yeah, so moving on there, I've got a stereo enhancer. This is just to sort of make it a bit wider, of course, give the vocal some body, and you get a better split between that sort of male and the female voice, because of the phasing here. So I've got this slightly to the right, and I've obviously got this slightly separated there. So if I were to turn this off, you'd be able to hear this quite clearly. So
Is it fate? If it's not easy, it must not be.
So it's kind of obvious exactly what that's doing. Next, we have a compressor. All this is doing is just leveling out the voice. And yeah, that's just about it. It's just a leveler, just to keep everything where it is and make sure nothing's too loud and nothing's too quiet. Next up, we've got a parametric EQ2. This is just taking out some of the lows and some of the low mids, and then gradually sort of getting higher up here just to give it a breathier sound. Obviously with the sort of Porter Robinson thing, he's got quite a breathy sound in his voice, especially with all the effects he uses. Next, we're using a delay. Now all this is doing is very subtly widening the stereo field a little bit more. I have this set to ping pong. I've got the time all the way down, so you're not actually getting delay so much as it is just sort of, again, phasing the stereo field, just to kind of better split that off. It is extremely subtle, but it does make a bit of a difference in terms of how that would sound in the mix as well. So yeah. Now, what I'm going to do here is show you how you can do this for free, obviously with a Waves plugin. These are paid plugins, and not everybody has the money to do it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you the best method to do this. Now, I'm going to switch this to another vocal chain I've got going on here. Obviously, these do say Waves, quite simply because I've basically just loaded in the same preset that I use for this plugin, but I've just changed these to the Auto Pitch instead, which is a free auto-tune and vocal formant shifter. So first of all, I am going to switch this over and I'm going to copy this. So what I'm going to do next is make this unique, save it as its own thing, bring this up here. Now we have this second vocal. I'm going to switch this to stretch and push the pitch all the way up. Obviously what stretch is going to do is stop that from speeding up when I turn the pitch up. And yeah, basically just keeps everything nice and proper. So I'm now going to switch this down to the 17 insert that I've got here. This has obviously the M auto pitch. I'm not going to be using the formant shifter in this case because I've found it isn't really that good. It's actually quite bad. But either way, auto-tune still sort of gives that nice robotic sound to it, so I'm just going to keep that where it is. Now I'll show you what this sounds like on its own. So
if it's not easy, it must not be. At that age, I cherish the flowers beneath my feet.
So you get the idea there. So you're still getting that high voice coupled with that low voice. Obviously, it's just a free way of doing it, and obviously, just a free auto tune. I will list a couple other free auto tunes down there, just in case you guys want to explore your options. But that is basically it. So obviously, 2 methods of doing that. One of them free. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment. Again, follow me on social media, all in the description, and I'll leave the links for the programs I've used down there as well. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.